Um, we still continue talking about the logarithm function. The last time we talked about graphing this function, and so we want to use transformation to graph this one. We draw this one. We give value to x, and I showed you how to do it. And so we pick 3 points from that graph. The graph passes here 1.1 and 0, and then here minus 1 over 3 minus 1 is going to be here, and the third point is 3 and 1 here. So we graph this one, we connect this one, and we graph this one. How now somebody tells you graph this one using the transformation. We use the transformation to find the graph. So what is saying? These are the 3 points. Point 1, 2, 3 here. 1. This is point 1 and 3 and 1. This is point 2. And this is point 3. See, we graph that one. Now, if somebody tells you graph this one, first of all, this one you say logarithm of x minus 3. See, if you set this x minus 3 to 0, x is going to be 3. Go this side of the equality, it's going to be plus 3. So we draw this one, 1, 2, 3. We draw this one. This is going to be the vertical asymptote of the of this function. Vertical asymptote. So and then we have minus 2 here. This is another function. It has minus 2. Minus 2 is not here. It's just after this one you have minus 2. If you want to put it in the parentheses, is okay. This is then minus 2. The whole thing is minus 2. So what it means that 2 units is going to come down from this actually this is show the y. What's the value of y? Minus 2. So you have x 3. You're going to shift it to 3 and minus 2. So if you add x here to this point that we found, we don't need to graph this one. We graph it by transformation. We say that if you add all x3 to 1 here, 3 to 1 is going to be 4, and then in y you add minus 2. You subtract actually minus 2. See, this is going to be 1 plus 3 is going to be 4. 0 plus minus 2 is going to be minus 2, and the 3 again. 3 plus 3 is going to be 6. 1 minus 2 is going to be minus 1, and then the last one is 1 over 3 plus 3 is going to be 3 plus 1 over 3 is going to be 4 over 3, because, you know, we say, no, but I'm sorry, I thought it's 3 here, it's 3 here. 3 plus 3, we say that we are going to make the common denominator here times 3 times both numerator and denominator is going to be 9. 3 plus 1 over 3 is going to 10 over 3. 10 over 3 is going to be, or 3.33. So it's actually 10 over 3. So we add this x together and y together, and we find the new points. Now let's graph the new points. You know, it's actually, we say that the asymptote is 3, x is equal to 3, okay? And then the other point, the points are the P1, P2, P3. Or, you know, for P1, point 1, we have 4x minus 2y. 4x minus 2y. It's going to be here. The point is going to be here, okay? P1. And then 6 minus 1. 6, here 6, and minus 1 is going to be here. And then 10 over 3, 3.33. 3.33 is going to be here, and minus 3 is going to be here. So you connect these points, and that's the graph of this function. So let's have another example. Oh, let's talk about the domain and range. You know, for this one, which was y is equal to log of 3, log x to the base 3, which was this one. Okay. So we say that the domain of this one, see the lowest value domain. Lowest domain is the lowest value to highest value of x. The x can get. You can give x minus 2 here because it's out of the, you know, range. You know, because all number, if you find y, if this number is not going to give you minus 1, minus 2. So it's going to be from here. So the range, the domain is the value of x. Here start from 0, not included 0, and go to up infinity, plus up to infinity. From 0, here 0, it not, actually doesn't, it approach, it doesn't intersect y-axis, intercept y-axis, you know, it doesn't. So the domain is going to be from 0, not included 0, not included 0, because if we use parentheses, up to plus infinity. It means every number you can give from more than 0, you can find the value. This is the domain of this function. And if you find a range is the value of y, though the value of y that you can give to this function. See, actually, from minus infinity to plus infinity, you can give any value. Here it's minus, it's going to be, you know, start from minus infinity, go to plus infinity. And we can go any minus to give the value of y is going to be minus 1 million, minus 10 million, minus 100,000, whatever, you know. it's you can give any value negative number, you know. So it started from minus infinity. Range is going to minus infinity is the lowest level, is minus infinity. The highest is going to be plus infinity. So this is the range and domain. Now let's talk about let's talk about this one. I remember it was like log 3x to minus 3 minus 2. Okay, so this is a little bit different. That the x value, the domain of this one, of this is the, you know, this is go to up plus infinity, and what is the domain? All the value that x can get is a start from 3, because x is equal to 3. It's a vertical. You set this one to 0, you find the vertical asymptote. So actually this one is going to, in domain, in value of x, start from 3 to plus infinity. So 3 not included 3, because it's a vertical asymptote we have. 3 to plus infinity, from start from here, and you can give any value to x, you can find y value. But less than that, no. If it's minus, if it's 2, it's going to be, this one is going to be minus, and you know, it's not, it's going to be the definition of the logarithm, you know. We can do that. So the range, what is the range? The value of y. Start from here and up, go to whether it started from, this is vertical asymptote, okay, of this, which is 3. Start from minus infinity to go to plus infinity. So minus infinity plus the lowest. This is the lowest. The lowest of value is going to be, you know that minus infinity is less than plus infinity. You know, it's so obvious for you guys. So let's solve another example. Okay. Let's I think use of y is equal log of 4x, and last time we used minus 2 distant plus 2, and let this one is minus 4, x minus 4. So what, you know, this is this one plus this one. How, let's, you know, what you do is, first of all, draw the, graph this y is equal log 4 to the power x, the simple one. We graph this one. And how do we graph this one is say, we give value to x. X is supposed to be, if it's x minus x, is minus, this is the result of 4 to the power of something, is going to be, say if this one is minus 1, if minus 1, x is minus 1, what is going to be y? So 4 to the power minus 1 is going to be 1 over 4. I don't write this because it takes time, you know, the whole thing. Well, for the first one we write it, so y is equal to log of 4, it is 4 minus 1. It's, we put x 4 minus 1, because for simplicity, you know. we say 4 minus 1 is 1 over 4. So 4 to the power of minus 1 is going to be 1 over 4. So is it going to, this is 1 over 4. So, and then we say 4 to the power of 0. We find 3 points. 3 points is good enough for us. 4 to the power of 0 is going to be 1. Any number to the power of 0 is going to be y is equal log of 4, and then this is going to be 1. Okay? X is going to be 1. And 4 to the what power is going to be 1 is going to be 0. Actually, this the value of y the same as you know, the exponent of this. If 4 is 1, it's going to be 4, and y is equal log of 4 is going to be 1. 4 is going to be power of something, it's going to be power of 1, so it's going to be this one. So this is going to be 1. So we got 4 and 1. So we got 3 points here. 1 over 4 minus 1, 1, 0, 4, 1. X value, we find 3 points. X value is 1 over 4, and it's x here is 1, and here is 4, and y minus 1, and then see, let's graph this. X is equal to be 1 over 4. It's somewhere, if it's 1, quarter, point 1 over 4 is going to 0.25. It's 1/4. 1/4 of this. If it's 1/4, it's going to be minus 1. Here, if it's this one, the first point is here. The second point, 1 and 0. X is 0. X is 1, and y is 0. Yeah. When you have x, when you have y 0, it means it's on x-axis, on the top of x-axis. And x is 4. Y is going to be 1, so it's going to be here. So if we connect this, you know, it's going to be look like this. You know, the more you want to write it, you know, you just find 1.5, 2.5, 3, give number, but we know that 3 points is enough for us. If you give 2, for example, 2, okay, for sure it's going to be less than 1 here. The point here is less than 1. So if you draw more points, it's more accurate there. So we have 3 points. We have 3 points here: A, B, C. This is A, and B is this one, and C is this one. So 3 points. Now, if we draw this one, okay? Let's write. So this one was the coordinates. You know, the x. The point has x coordinate and y coordinate. We write both for all 1 and 0, and then 4 and 1. Okay. So we graph this one, which is y is equal log of base 4 x. This is just, we draw this one. This is the graph of this one. Log, you know, log of x. So now it's a find this one. By transformation, if you want to write this, see, we write the values here. First of all, this is going to go 2 units down at y, and x minus 4 is equal to 0. X is going to be 4. So x is going to be 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be a vertical asymptote. Okay. x is equal to 4, and it's going to go 2 unit down. How? Let's see how it works. We say the 3 points are 1 over 4 minus 1, 1, 0, and 4, 1. These are the 3 points of log of x to base 4. Okay, so we have this transformation. See, x is going to be 4 unit plus unit, and y, the value of this. Y is going to be 2 plus 2. So you add all this to x point, and y to y point, y coordinates, at the y coordinates of this point, x coordinate. See how it works. If we add x to 4 to all the x coordinate, it's going to be 4.25. We add this. Okay, now just for the x, 4 to 1 is going to be 5, and then we just adding the x. 4 plus 4 is going to be 8. Now what is going to be y? Y is going to be 2. 2 minus 1 is going to be 1. 2 plus 0 is 2. 2 plus 2 is going to be 3. So let's graph this one. We have the point. See, we have the point. Now we can graph it. So we have, this is for the point for log of 4x, and this is the points for log of 4x minus 4 plus 2. So okay, let's see. If we have 4.25, 4.25, 4 here, 0.25, it should be here, and then 1. So it's going to be at this point, exactly. It's going to be this point. Okay? 1 point is going to be, the second point is 5 and 2, 5 and 2. This is going to be 5 and 2. So that's the 8 and 3. 5, 6, 7, 8 and 3. See what it shows, that this is going to be like this. So the graph of, see, by transformation, we got the x is equal to 4 and y is equal, we add 2 to the x coordinate and y coordinate of this, and we get these new points. X plus 1 over 4 is going to be 4.25, 4 plus 1 is going to be 5, 4 is going to be 4 plus 4 is going to be 8, and then we have minus 2 plus 2 is going to be 1, 0 plus 2 is going to be 2, and then 1 plus 2 is going to be 3. So that is the, that's the graph of this function. So that's the way you write it, and you graph it. Now you want to find the, see, sometimes if you have a negative behind it, then the story is different. It's going to be symmetrical. Okay, we'll talk about those later. Let's see if to see the this is vertical asymptote. X is equal to 4. Vertical asymptote. This is, we set this one to 0. X minus 4 is 0. It's going to be 4. Is a vertical asymptote. This is actually shows the value in front of log. If you set it to 0, it's going to show this. Now let's find the domain. Domain, that is lowest value, comma, highest. value. Okay. Lowest value of, we have to talk about x, is the domain, lowest value of x, highest value of x. Okay? Highest value and lowest value. What is the domain of x in x axis? The lowest value starts from here, which is x is equal to 4. So we say domain is 4, not included 4, because it's just getting approach to 0. Where it's getting to 0 is infinity. We say it undefined, but it is not going to get to 0. Anyway, you know, the in front of log we can't have 0 number here. You know, log 0 and base something it doesn't mean, you know, that. So it got to be more than 0. So we got 4 here, and you get plus infinity. From 4 to go to infinity, in plus infinity. It go this way, not 4. From here, go. So, and the range. What is the range? The value of y. The value of y is in this one. See, the value of y. You can give any value from minus infinity. See, you can give minus 2 million, whatever the number. Any number you can give to y, you know, you can give any value to y. Then you can give x and find the y, and here this way. So it starts from minus infinity. You can give any value to minus infinity to plus infinity. It starts from here. You can give any value and you go up there. From here to up there is y-axis. So these are the things that you know, remember lowest value and highest value. If this one was minus 2, what about if this one was minus 2? Okay? All the y value we subtracted is going to be minus 2 then, you know. So these are the, you know, you got to, we will talk about those later, but the same thing works for, you know, exponential function. You can transform it, and we will talk about that later on. So that was, you find out how to graph this. This was y is equal log of 4x minus 4 plus 2. This was the graph of this function, and this was the graph log of x to